Alright, let's do a quick official translation summary of Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 2. And also peep the amazing colored cover we got for this. It's peak. So the chapter begins with a flashback of Usami and his subordinate Mino going to meet with two of the Sumerians. The one on the left, his name is Cross, and the toe-headed looking one, his name is Jabaloma. Usami and Mino are kind of taken aback because the Sumerians, they are just straight up speaking Japanese. And this catches them off guard. The Sumerians ask if it's okay if they bring in their representative, and Usami's like, yeah, just send him in. Why are you even asking? And in walks the literal, devil. For good reason they are shook. They're kind of like, what in the name of Gojo is this? The Sumerians kind of explain it like, we asked because we want to show you that we are not hostile because it is useless to try and unarm him. And this guy is literally the embodiment of intimidation. So the meeting ends, Usami and Mino are still a little shook and they're like, what was that? And here's one of the problems that people found with the chapter. It goes into the translation. I talked about it a little bit this morning. And from everything I can gather, Usami and Mino, they are thinking that he could be a Sukuna level threat. Now before the question comes up, is he stronger than Sukuna? Only time will tell. Usami and Mino agree that they have to avoid war at all costs. And Usami says, we're gonna just kind of let the interpreter, which is Maru, roll with the Akotsu grandkids because that's not the worst thing, and we kind of want to make sure that it's like a peaceful setting. Then we jump to Tsurugi and Yuka, and Tsurugi is like, brother is an alien, we know it. And Yuka is a little bit more like, nah, I'm not thinking that. So they decide to go and talk to the guy that they beat at the end of chapter 1, and he gives them some info, and he's kind of just telling them like, yeah, you guys work with paranormal and you're having a hard time believing that there's aliens. And that conversation ends off with the guy telling him a location where the mothership is going to be coming in to kind of resupply. They get there and they get to the top of the hill and they see this and they're like, damn, aliens really did show up. They talk a little bit about Grandpa Kotsu's ring, but after seeing the spaceship, they're both like, I have to be strong. And of course, Tsurugi's like, I have to be strong like Maki. And Yuka says, I have to be strong like Grandpa Yuta. After that, it pans to Maru and his brother Cross talking. Maru tells him, they're just kind of like us. There's good humans and there's bad humans. But the people I was rocking with, they were overall good. They talk for a second. When the conversation's ending, Maru asks his brother Cross, do you want to get some breakfast? Cross says, I'm busy. Then the panels transfer back over to Yuka and Tsurugi, and they're at a train station. I think the leaked translation said they were at Jujutsu Techs, gates or something. Yuka gets through and Tsurugi's like, dang, I forgot to link my pass again. Yuka, go on ahead. Tsurugi sees who he thinks is Maru standing on the edge of a building. He's like, hey, what are you doing? People are gonna think you're gonna jump, get down. Turns out to be Maru's brother Cross, and he says, don't talk to me. Tsurugi's taking it back. He's like, what the hell's wrong with bro? That's where the chapter ends. Peace.